Hi everyone. So this video is about how to do an assessment via Zoom with a high school student. Now there's an infinite number of possibilities. Um, I'm going to actually admit this, or I'm going to wait. Actually, let me just say there's an infinite number of possibilities as to how the assessments will go. You may have an assessment ideally with especially younger kids with parents in the room. You may not. You may have to send the paperwork home to them. You may have an assessment with no parents, with a grandparent. I mean, there's so many different possibilities, but what's happening now with Zoom is that you will probably do an intake or assessment via Zoom with a high school student that doesn't want to turn their camera on, or who knows, it may just be a very different experience. So I wanted to put this out there, and has happened to me more than once, and so I wanted to do this, just a little training video, just so you can see what it might be like to have an assessment over Zoom. Okay, so I'm going to admit this client, and this client and we've already had sort of an introductory session. So really, I don't have to do the confidentiality mandated reporter statement, but that's something that you should be familiar with, right? That you are a mandated reporter. Hey, E, how's it going?
What? Hello.
Hello. And so you and I already went over the confidentiality, knowing that I'm a mandated reporter, and anything that is, if you disclose something that where you want to harm yourself or others, right, I would have to report that. We've already talked about that. So remember, today's assessment, today's meeting is really just an assessment, right? I'm going to ask questions, and you're going to basically answer as you feel comfortable, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So E, I noticed that your camera is not on.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn your camera on?
Yeah, for a second. Hang on.
Oh,
So
okay. So you are sleeping. Are you playing video games or just chilling?
I'm just laying here. Yeah. All right, I'm going away now.
Okay. Is there anybody else in the room with you? Are you alone? Do you feel comfortable talking
I'm
alone?
alone. I'm alone.
Or if at any point you want to stop or you feel uncomfortable, just let me know. Either turn the camera on or whatever works for you, okay?
All right.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions just so I get a better idea of kind of what your life is like. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So now we talked a little bit earlier. You have a younger brother and you have an older brother. So you're in the middle, right?
Yeah. I'm in the middle.
In the middle. And you have a parent who has been struggling with some substance use, right? Maybe getting high or drinking.
Yeah.
So not home a lot.
No.
Okay, so when we talked earlier, those are some of the things that we talked about. So let me just start asking you some questions. So who is the main person, the adult that's in your life right now?
It's the older brother.
Okay, and how old is your older brother?
He's 19.
So mom is around, but not a lot. What would you say?
Yeah, no. Not a lot.
Okay. Does she come home ever?
Yeah. Like night.
Okay. What made you decide you wanted to do some counseling? You talked to your principal and she set this up. What made you decide to do this?
They wanted me to.
Okay.
I didn't decide. Yeah.
Why did they want you to? What do you think that they wanted you
I don't know. I think they saw I was upset.
to do? Okay, and like how did they see that? What happened?
I don't know. I was just visibly upset a lot.
All right. So upset. Were you getting in fights?
Uh, Not really.
And
I
were
was
you
just kind of.
leaving school? Were you like using drugs? What?
I was leaving school.
All right. Makes sense. I mean, it sounds like it's kind of stressful at home. Um, now, do you have any feelings like maybe you want to hurt yourself or others, or are you feeling like a little bit of depression or anxiety? What are you feeling?
Uh, maybe more anxiety, but not so much of the other stuff.
Okay, so is it the anxiety that causes you to want to leave school, things like that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you tell me how that is affecting your relationships?
Um, ah, just feel like throwing up. Okay. Uh, pretty poorly. Um, I've been I've been more quiet
All right.
around people.
Okay, so you haven't really felt like socializing much?
Yeah.
Okay, what about school? How is it affecting your school?
Um, my grades aren't as good.
Okay, so maybe your grades are decreasing. Did you ever like get good grades? Were your grades average? What would you
I
say like
mean,
6 months
they
ago?
were they're okay.
Mhm.
They never really like were amazing.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I think it's a challenge too. I just really want to acknowledge you that it's a challenge because, you know, everything was kind of quote unquote normal back in March, and now everything's changed, and you're home, and we're not allowed to go to like school regularly and see all of our friends. So I do want to acknowledge that I feel like that's a problem for everyone. You know.
Yeah.
Um, so any other parts of your life that you'd say like physically um, that have been affected by this anxiety that you're feeling?
No, not so much.
Okay, so mainly
Um,
socially and educationally.
yeah,
Are you taking showers and all that good stuff?
yeah.
So you get out of bed once in a while.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Um, have you ever felt suicidal or had thoughts or in cutting or anything like that?
No, I mean, uh, yeah, no, I don't know, not really.
Not so not to the point where it's concerning to you.
Yeah,
Others.
no, it's not bad.
Or any history of that in your family?
Um, uh, yeah, my dad.
Okay. So has your dad like been depressed or had some suicidal thoughts, things like that?
No, he, he killed himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When was that?
Uh, 6 years ago.
Wow. So how
Uh-huh.
old were you then?
I was, let's see, I was 9.
Wow, that's really intense. Did you ever go to therapy
Yeah.
for that?
No, I didn't.
All right, that's kind of I feel like that's kind of a big deal, right? That's your dad. Are you
Yeah,
close to him
yeah.
or not really?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Wow, is that something you'd want to work on and talk about?
No, I'm all right.
All right, well, thank you for sharing that with me. Um,
Uh,
so as far as like just your history of mental health, I mean, that's your dad. Anything in your life that you've had? Have you ever had any mental health issues, depression, anxiety prior to this?
well, yeah. I mean, probably since then.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Do you feel anything other than anxiety? Do you feel anything else?
Um, I mean, yeah. I'm kind of mad.
Okay, so some anger.
Yeah.
That's normal. I mean, that makes total sense.
Mm.
Well, we'll keep talking about those things, okay?
All right.
Um, when you feel angry or anxious or at any time in the past, have you ever used substances like weed or pills or alcohol or anything like that
Not while I was angry.
in general?
Uh, it's like a little bit.
Okay. Is it like regularly, once or twice a week, once or twice a month, every day? What's your use?
No, it's not regular. It's like once a month at most. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So not a lot of substance use. And when you do use, what do you do? Are you a drinker? You take pills? What?
I'm a drinker.
Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
And about once a month, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, do you know, did mom ever share with you how, like, if you developed, did you walk sort of milestone times? Everything was normal growing up?
Um, no, I didn't actually understand what you said. What did you say?
Sorry, that wasn't very clear. Would you,
No.
you know, if everything was normal for you growing up? Did you walk and talk? Was there ever any concern that you heard about from mom or grandma or anything like that?
I mean, no, I'm not sure. I think I don't remember much, but I think it was kind of normal, not too much, but like
But you're okay. Like nothing that you're aware of was concerning to mom or your older brother or anything that you've heard about.
no.
Okay. Um, physically, are you healthy? Any history of any health issues?
Um, no, I'm pretty good.
Okay. What about any allergies?
I don't know. Peanuts.
Oh, you're allergic to peanuts.
Yep.
I'm only smiling because I was thinking, oh, I wonder if he's allergic to peanuts. All right. So maybe a little peanut allergy. Any medications that you take?
um, uh, is it epinephrine?
Epinephrine for,
Mhm. For anxiety and depression.
is it epinephrine?
I don't remember what yeah, epinephrine. That's what it is.
Okay. I feel like that's like a Sudafed thing.
No, it's epinephrine.
Or anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll make a note of that.
Uh
Um,
huh.
okay. Legal. Are you on probation?
Yeah, I have two ankle bracelets.
Okay. You're two. Okay.
Two. I'm a little bit wild. I'm on the wild side.
Okay. What happened? What was the reason?
Um, I needed some money, so I sold drugs.
Okay.
I got that one, and then I did it again while I had the ankle bracelet on.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have two on one on both legs, so they make me extra. Yeah, so I don't have to take off both.
So then you're confined. You basically can't leave your house anyway. Are they
Uh,
testing you?
are they testing me?
Are they testing you for drugs?
Yeah, but there was nothing because I don't use. I just sell.
So do you know? Okay, so basically you're clean. You could test clean. Alcohol, would break the terms of your probation or violate the terms of your probation. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about your family? So you said you have an older brother and you have a younger brother. Anyone else in your family that you rely on or that is important to you?
I got a dog.
You have a dog. What's your dog's name?
Um, Joey.
Aw. What kind
Yeah,
of dog is Joey?
he's a Great Dane.
Right, okay. All right, so you have a dog. Do you have a grandma or a grandfather or a friend, or do you guys go to church? Is there anything you do out in the community regularly?
Um, no, not really.
All right. And school, you already mentioned you're basically grades are not great, but they were never amazing, that they're just kind of in the middle?
Yeah, I'm going along.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yeah.
Do you work or anything? Or you're probably too young, huh, right now?
But yeah, no, I want to, but
Oh, and I have all right. So, can you give me one or two strengths that your family has?
um emotional resistance.
You mean resilience?
Resilience. Yeah.
Okay, because resistance would be like, they're not available. They're just like
Oh,
resisting.
you know that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so emotionally resilient. Why do you say that?
Because um um because they are very strong and they have gone through a lot.
Okay, cool. So that makes you also resilient, right?
Yeah.
Yay, that's great. Um, what are your goals in a community?
In the community?
Nope, just in therapy. Do you have any like therapy
There-
goals?
I can hear you. No, not really. I mean, I don't know what just take it along.
I mean, you mentioned anger, you mentioned anxiety. Would you like those things to be minimized a little bit, or maybe
Well,
work
yeah, that'd be cool. But I don't know. We'll see what goes on.
Okay. Could you give me a strength, one of your strengths? You already said
My
resilience. Anything
strength.
else?
Um, I'm not too sure. I haven't done a lot of figuring that out.
Okay. So you're working on sort of figuring out what your personal strengths are. Maybe that's stuff we could work on in therapy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else, E, that you would want to talk about today before? Now, we are going to meet next week. We have our appointment set up for 1 o'clock on Monday. But is there anything else you'd like to talk about right now before we end? We have about 15 minutes left.
No, I'm all right.
All right, E, if you have any issues, you know that between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., you have my number. You can text me. Okay.
Okay.
And on the back of your ID card is the number for safety if anything else comes up for you. Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll talk to you on Monday.
Okay. All right. Bye.